y'all become with drug dealer sneakers by the decade. Listen, I saw one shoe in particular, like that I used to have back in the day. Listen, but that don't mean I used to sell drugs. But I just saw one shoe that I used to rock back in the day, and I just wanted to see what they was gonna say about the shoe. But like I don't even look like a drug dealer. Like I swear, I couldn't even move like drugs if I even wanted to. Shit. Cause like, look at me, my nigga. Like, there's no, I could, like, if a nigga come to me scratching and itching and I need it, I'm gonna start laughing in his face and I'm gonna get shot up right there. I'm sorry, but let's go ahead and get into the video. Welcome new people, new subscribers.
Drug dealers have always expressed their wealth through their purchases.
Okay.
In fact, people with money in general buy luxurious things such as yachts, cars, homes, jewelry, NFTs, mamalonas, or whatever, as a means to flex on people. It's pretty common knowledge that sneakers are often used as symbols of social status. For sneakers, this all started back in the late 70s and early 80s when the dope boys was the rock stars and pushing weight meant something else. But before they started working...
There's no way you sell it. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here, bro. If I was to sell drugs, nigga, I'm looking like this nigga right here. What, nigga? I'm getting shot up automatic. I couldn't take him serious. I couldn't, say you come to get drugs and you're a drug dealer looking like this. Nigga, I'm robbing him instantly, bro. Like, I can't take this nigga serious. I'm taking this nigga for everything he got, bro. What the...
Working the corner in their dope sneakers, we gotta give some context into how the drug trade even arrived to that point. Drug trafficking in the United States dates back all the way to the 19th century. From opium to marijuana to cocaine,
opium is great.
A variety of substances have been illegally distributed throughout U.S. history. During the mid-1800s, Chinese immigrants arriving in California introduced Americans to opium smoking. The trading, selling, and distribution of opium spread throughout the entire region. Opium dens, which were designated places to buy and sell the drug, began to crop up in cities throughout California and soon spread to New York.
Wait, nigga, is that a kid in that motherfucker? Oh, hell. Boy, that nigga lungs was fucked up by the age of 18, you know what I mean?
And other urban areas of the United States, where you might find a dude laid out on the floor in a bow tie and pinstripe suit, big chillin', puffing on an ancient substance. Before long, Americans were experimenting with other drugs like morphine and codeine. Morphine was especially popular for use as a pain reliever during the Civil War, which caused thousands of Union and Confederate soldiers to become addicted to the drug. Fast forward to the Great Depression, and underground jazz clubs in Harlem were often filled with weed and booze thanks to the prohibition now being...
Who the fuck is this man right here? He look like he killed a lot of people and I'm scared. Like, look, why is this nigga... Like, why is his eyes that big, my nigga? Back up. Who are you? Like, I can't even trust this man. Like, I can't tell if he black or white, but it don't matter if he... I don't care what skin color he is, nigga. I can't trust him. This nigga... There's something about him that rubbed me the wrong way. I don't even know, bro. Like, you stay away from me, my boy. Like, I don't trust nothing. Like, y'all know how, like, sometimes niggas could, like, dress up and he look good. And you're like, oh, what? He might not be crazy. But like this nigga look crazy in a suit. Like how you even pull that move off? I don't know. But like this shit's crazy to me.
Underground jazz clubs in Harlem were often filled with weed and booze thanks to
look at this nigga.
Now being
who is this?
Shortly after, the 40s and 50s ushered in the recreational use of heroin, and it ruined the lives of many jazz icons like Charlie Parker and Billie Holiday. At one point, Lady Day was spending the equivalent of $10,000 a week on drugs. And as the decades progressed, we saw nationwide drug abuse in the 1960s with the hippie movement, and then eventually arrived at the era of the pusher man, the 1970s, where our look inside the drug dealer's sneaker closet begins. You see, up until about the late 1970s, drug dealers weren't really rocking sneakers. They was wearing pimp suits and heavy mink coats. Imagine pulling up to your connect's house and he opens the door like this, cane in hand and all. Sneakers in the 70s were actually worn by mostly poor people, and when wealthy people or affluent people wore them, it was usually just for like sport activities, recreational activities. The actual status symbols were these flashy suits, and that's what drug dealers actually wore. But at some point in the late 70s, the drug trade became a 24-hour operation, and entry-level street drug dealers began working the corners. And this is where the platformers and Stacy Adams boots were left behind for a more casual look. Not only could they not afford the flashy stuff, they were less obvious and more comfortable in bell-bottom jeans, Puma Clydes, and Converse. It's kind of funny to think that the Puma Clydes made it on this list because they're the signature model of New York Knicks legend Walt Frazier, who is known for his 1970s Tips outfits. Enter the 1980s, and the birth of sneaker culture and hip-hop paves the way for some of the most recognizable drug dealer sneakers to this day. The Gucci Tennis 84. During the early 80s, Gucci decided to create their very own version of the tennis sneaker, taking cues from the Adidas Rod Laver Super and similar silhouettes from that period. Gucci released an ultra-expensive alternative made in Italy with premium leathers and nylons, complete with the unmistakable Gucci bicolor detailing. The tennis shoe was intended for obviously rich people of the excessively materialistic 80s. The Gucci Tennis quickly became a status symbol of wealth and the most desirable sneaker for any hustler on the rise. Fun fact, Jay-Z's S. Carter's that he did with Reebok was heavily influenced by the Gucci Tennis 84, and it's basically like a 100% a ripoff of that shoe. But I think it makes sense, you know, Jay-Z growing up a hustler in Marcy Projects. I think it's dope. I like the S. Carter's better than the Gucci tennis shoes. The Bally competitions. Back in 1985, Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh released the song La Di Da Di Di and gave us a peep into what was fly on the streets of New York during that era with the line, "Fresh dressed like $1,000,000, threw on the Bally shoes and the fly green socks." A quick glance at the album cover, and you can see Dougie Fresh and the crew dipped out in Fila and...
Where the fuck his socks at? like, I was having fun, and then I realized this nigga got no socks on, sir. Where are your socks? Put the socks back on, my nigga. What the...
Bally sneakers. A look that many people wanted in the 80s, but not much had the money to afford. Except, of course, if you were a crack-era drug dealer. Alright, the Fila Tennis Low and the Fila F.
Yo, these are shoes I had, yo. These are shoes right here, y'all. I used to wear these pictures all the time, bro. Like if I got a picture, I'll throw it. If I don't, nigga, I just don't got a picture. But these hoes was tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you, like this was when I started trying to get in my, like, dressing bag. It didn't work. I had a terrible fit on and everything. But listen, them hoes was tough to me.
X100. Speaking of Fila tracksuits, I know Fila was a big deal back in the day too. Fila was also producing tennis shoes, and these were actually attainable, unlike the Gucci stuff. From the Bronx to Harlem, you could see people imitating their favorite rapper or neighborhood hustlers in Fila velour and classic Fila heritage, like the tennis lows and the Fila FX100.
I gotta bring a fit out.
I remember Nacho once told me that Fila was like Gucci to him. Fila had clout back then, and I can see the upcoming dope boys rocking these for sure. The New Balance 990, the very first version of the shoe.
How the hell these some damn crack shoes? But is somebody still out with some New Balances, bro? What?
New Balance 990 was the first sneaker to retail for $100, and over in the DMV area of the country, hustlers were taking note. The first sneaker to ever reach a 3-digit price point, the dope boys had to have them. Thanks to the shoe's comfort and low profile, drug dealers preferred the New Balance 990 for spending long hours in the street attending to their customers. It's a hustler's classic to this day. Shout out to everybody who subscribed to the channel from the DMV. Pro-Keds. As much as the Converse Chuck Taylor is considered the footwear of choice for gangsters on the West Coast, on the East Coast, a lot of cats were wearing Pro-Keds. Mainly because they were more affordable and the aspiring hustler didn't have the money to shell out for some Gucci 84s. In the 80s, Pro-Keds were a staple on the streets of New York, and it wasn't long before they seeped into hip-hop culture. Fun fact, co-founder of Rockefeller, Dame Dash, bought the rights to Pro-Keds back in 2004. Rockaway even released a collab with Pro-Keds, which I remember seeing everywhere in high school. Are Pro-Keds underrated? Let me know in the comments down below. The Adidas Superstar. Alright, I'm putting this...
Everybody and their mama got a pair of these shoes, boy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not surprised to see the Superstar on here, boy. I done seen these hoes everywhere. Shit, low key. Now that I really think about it, it mainly be these hoes right now. If he don't say the Air Force black, like, if he don't say the Air Force Ones, the black ones or the white ones, boy, hey, he's capping. You gotta say the Air Force Ones, bro.
Got you on here, but really, it's all Adidas everything. From the Gazelles, the Adidas Top End to the Adidas Form. These were all rocked by New York hustlers in the 80s. It was the next level up from Pro-Keds. And if you had the loot, you got to wear what was fly at the time, which was the Adidas tracksuits, jewelry, and most likely a fresh pair of Adidas Superstars. Peep these fire Diodoras that Nacho got for $20 and gifted to me. Anyways, This video is sponsored by Not Your Average Finds. That's right, we are sponsored.
Sir, you got me. You got me with the ad. I'm not gonna lie, I was fully engaged. Like I couldn't even tell it was the ad for a second, my boy. You got me. Hold on. There's still an ad. Hold on, you're still going. Hold on. We're gonna say it right here.
Cortez was a common sight on the feet of cholos. The infamous Nike shoe was a dead giveaway that you were causing trouble in the description, so it's easier for you. And I really appreciate it. That's it for my plug. Let's get back into the video.
Let go.
The Nike Cortez. Okay, let's take it over to the West Coast. In the early 90s, the Nike Cortez was a common sight on the feet of cholos. The infamous Nike shoe was a dead giveaway that you were causing trouble in the streets. And in gangs, oftentimes drug operations were run by petty criminals who ran the distribution of the gang's drugs business. It was also sported as a way to signal allegiance to a certain gang by way of the colorway of the shoe. There were navy blue nylon pairs, black and white pairs, and blood red Cortezes.
That's tough, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think I feel comfortable walking around certain parts of LA with this sneaker on. The Reebok Classic and the Reebok Exo-Fit Low. The Reebok Classic and the Reebok Exo-Fit Low were all popular sneakers on the streets all throughout the 80s and 90s. Not only were they fly, but they were literally the definition of a sneaker. These shoes were so low-key that it was easy to be sneaky in them, especially the black pairs. Some even came equipped with gum bottoms, which made them perfect for withstanding the long hours out on the block. These two sneakers are no question a dope boy essential. The Nike Air Max 95. The Air Max 95 was...
Y'all wanna know why my eyes got so big? Niggas still wear these hoes till this day. I know hella drug dealers with these shoes till this day. Like, nah, I don't know no drug dealers, I'm just capping.
Was once a sneaker that was highly sought after by your local dope dealer. For real, the OG colorway is iconic. Trust me, I would know, bro, I was on the block. This sneaker was so infamous in certain cities like London that the UK police force literally listed the Air Max 95's footprint as the second most recorded footprint on
y'all be shaking niggas. What's wrong with y'all?
As for the number one sneaker on that list, the Nike Air Max Limited. These were released in 2002 and are supposed to be kind of like an evolution of the original Air Max 90. They feature a massive 270 air bubble in the heel, and for some reason this sneaker, the Nike Tailwind 4, and the Air Max TN are all highly sought after by criminals in countries like the UK and Australia. The Air Max TN specifically is
lock his, I don't know what he did, just lock him up for this. This is insane. Lock him up just for this. Lock him up. But it's creative, But lock him up. He can take that creativity in jail. He could do wonderful things. Cause what is this?
Basically Australia's Nike Cortez, off limits. Unless of course you're pushing weight and jacking cars, man. The Nike Air Force One.
Thank you, we have arrived!
And a pair of fresh, crisp Nike Air Force One.
Yes, sir!
Look, we all love the Air Force One, and we all wore the Air Force One.
Indeed.
But it all started with the hustlers on corners in New York neighborhoods like the Bronx and Harlem. Originally designed by Bruce Kilgore as a revolutionary basketball shoe, the silhouette quickly moved from the courts to the streets and was favored by drug dealers as the crack epidemic tore apart East Coast.
Them brand spanking new, boy. Them brand, like I could tell a brand, bro. We all can tell a brand. Like he didn't even like y'all know how like y'all got like the little laces hanging at the top. He didn't even got that. Like he just took them straight out the box and put them hoes straight on. But with the high top socks, it's insane. But he got the jeans cuffed up. I'm liking it. It's high. It's nice. I like it. It's different.
Coast inner cities. Dipset's Jim Jones put it like this: Air Force Ones was the first drug dealer's dream. By the early 2000s, the Air Force One became a pillar of the dope boys dress code. Fun fact, while not so much a drug pusher sneaker anymore, the Air Force One in an all-black colorway might indicate that you're ready to do some dirty work. The black Air Force One has been the subject of memes all over the internet, and for good reason too. Alright, as we wrap up this video, I'd like to say thank you to all the OGs in our Sneaker Enthusiasts Facebook group, many of which actually lived these eras and were kind enough to share their opinions and thoughts on the subject of this video. If you'd like to join this private sneaker Facebook group,
shout out to my boy. Hey, y'all can subscribe to my boy. This was a W-ass video, but like low key, bro. I like. What's them Air Maxes, bro? I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, everybody named mom, like, especially everybody named mama got them shoes, boy. But if y'all enjoyed the video and y'all like my take on it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also, let me know which shoe surprised you the most. And I'll see y'all boys and girls in this video. We out. Ugh.